Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails podcast, episode 82 of season 4, our first ever 82nd episode on our 4-year anniversary. Yes. Coming to you live from the Coldwell Banker Homestead Realty Studios here in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin. And if you're looking to buy or sell a house, maybe a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com or give him a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. We're going to hang out with Roy soon. I got to give him a call. And we're here on our Veterans Day Eve episode with active duty Marine Milwaukee comedian Mark Vegas.
Yeah.
How's it going, Mark?
Hi.
Hey, all right. You ready for some bad jokes? Molly, you get ready for some bad jokes too?
I'm ready.
They're basically all just me pounding on you.
Oh, no.
It's
Please.
4-year anniversary. I figured we'll try something different, right?
Poor Molly.
Okay, Queen Elizabeth pulls out of the COP26 climate change summit following doctor's orders.
For COPD.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I made a joke. My
There you
bad.
go.
It's your monologue.
The doctor said, being a cold-blooded lizard person, you should stay indoors near a sun lamp this time of year.
Oh, my goodness.
The lizard person queen jokes always get one.
She's 95. She's going to live a long time.
No,
Yeah.
you're going to find me dead with like
Do you
a
think-
queen chest
Do
piece
you
on
think
my-
this is the beginning for her? Like, because
I'm betting on Betty White, man. America's...
she got 2 more weeks of being like bed rest or whatever. So, like, she had already been sick for 2 weeks. It might
She
be,
better
it
stay
might
in
be
bed
her
because
time.
Did you go to high school with her?
Oh, Molly, hit it,
No.
hit it. Get used to that soundboard.
I'm sorry.
Her son
Wow,
is
Mal.
I didn't know where it
older
was.
than me.
All right.
There's too many things on here.
You're supposed to goof on him.
Oh.
Stop picking on me.
No, it's fine.
All
No,
right,
I
a
didn't.
flesh-eating
Oh.
STD that causes beefy red sores is spreading in the UK.
Woo!
So the queen better stay in bed. But scientists say it originated in Scotland in
Uh-oh.
2003 from a West Bend East Orchestra band member. I wonder if there's a reward for patient zero, Mal.
Oh, she was eating that haggis and doing those
Get
some
outta
kind of
here.
dirty deeds. Oh, Molly.
Red beefy sauce sounds delicious.
I thought what happened in Scotland stayed in Scotland.
A national glass shortage is going to be affecting wine supply this holiday season. So we're going to have to spend time with our families sober, which means I'm rooting for Delta Plus variant because we need another lockdown. That can't happen.
Oh.
Facebook changes its name to Meta, which in Hebrew means dead. So be sure to turn into our YouTube live because we hedge our bets here on Off the Rails. All right, Mao. A U.S. judge rules that Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos are legally people with legal rights in the USA. A Colombian judge said, what was that now?
Wait, that's fucking real?
Yes, that is real.
Those hippos are people?
They're legally people according to a U.S. judge. I
So
don't
we
know how
can't
they...
fuck it. Well, I wasn't
It
planning
is
on
in
shooting them.
Colombia, but I don't know why a U.S. judge.
Am I gonna get tried if I shoot one of these hippos?
I don't
Oh,
think so.
absolutely. No,
Or-
you
If
can't
they're
shoot
people?
them.
But
No,
they're
I know
in
you-
Colombia. That was the joke. How does a
If
U.S.
they're
judge?
enemy, you can shoot them.
It's a cocaine hippo.
Well, what if
man.
hippos are the enemy?
If it's coming at
Hippos
you,
are
it's-
mean.
Yeah, they kill
Oh,
more
Yeah,
people
hippos.
than anything.
Yeah, hippos kill more people than
and
cows
these ones
do.
are on cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
cocaine.
no,
If
thank
they're
you.
people, they're on drugs. They need rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if you see a hippo at your next AA meeting? You know?
I don't go to AA.
Well, not you
I'm not a
specifically.
quitter. I'm
Not
a
you
quitter.
specifically.
Man, I don't want to be anywhere near a hippo on cocaine withdrawals.
All right. Police admit the major mistake they made in the Brian Laundrie case was mistaking Laundrie's mother for him in surveillance camera footage. Police said, "We assure you, we won't make that mistake again."
It's because he's dead.
Yeah, Mom. Did I get a slow one in there?
Thanks for pointing that out.
All right.
Haha.
Know where that one is.
I love the spacing.
Yeah,
on
there's
that.
way too many until she remembers one she wants to use.
Can't wait for that Netflix documentary, by the way. Like, I don't give a shit about all of that, but like the Netflix documentary is gonna be good watching around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Sounds
The
good.
Brian Laundry case.
As
Good.
long as what's his face, the bounty hunter, dog, the bounty hunter is in it.
You know,
Doc-
it's the thing. Seeing her look such a cute girl too. It's just heartbreaking.
It's
that-
heartbreaking. But
Yeah.
Dr. Bunny Hunter wanted reasons to do cocaine.
Listen, man.
It was
How
a pile of bones. How'd dog not
how
find
did the
it?
dog not find bones? Exactly.
There you go.
Sometimes those jokes write themselves.
They do.
Dog needs to visit his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe pay some child support every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
grown.
he's
He's
starting
got a-
right here on Off the Rails. All right, Reno bans use of whips as a new city ordinance.
What?
So finally, a place where Molly can't control me.
Wow.
The first time she busted out whips, a mask, and a handcuffs, I thought I was dating a superhero.
How'd you feel the next day?
a little sore.
Sore.
So a new study shows that the need for liver transplant is up due to heavy drinking. Am I looking yellow, guys?
A little bit, a little around the gills.
All right. Schools across the U.S. are considering getting rid of the gifted and talented programs.
Oh, I heard that. That
Yep.
sucks.
Not
Wait.
because of racism or inequities. It's just millennials didn't make any.
Oh.
Molly is technically a millennial with some eggs left, but unfortunately, the smartest thing to come from her mouth was my cock.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ.
That's really
What?
Wow.
I just
Sorry,
met you
Mom.
two.
Wow.
You like that?
Molly.
What? Yeah.
We're sorry on behalf of that asshole. That's
Michigan Senate removed tax on menstrual
What?
products.
That's
Period.
crazy.
Boom. Next. Roasted. A Florida drug rehab clinic is charged with selling fentanyl to his clients because if you can afford rehab, you can afford good shit. Boom. Roasted. I'm trying to get him out.
I hear you. No, go ahead. Take your time, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for calling you an asshole. Talking about Molly sucking your cock. It's a family show. Yeah, Mark's mom's watching, man.
All right.
I think she is. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mert's mom. Yosemite Falls is flowing again since being walloped by a major storm. Coincidentally, it started flowing since I've been on the Keo, which proves big skin brings the moist. We're going with big
Lose the
skin.
big skin. Lose,
No.
lose
no,
big skin.
no.
You like big skin?
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
I got big skin.
What?
My bird bit me on the shoulder and like took a chunk out, and it didn't bleed. So that's where I'm like, it's because I got
He
big skin.
wants that to
I told him
be
he
his
should go with
nickname.
thick skin.
Yeah, thick skin.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
he's
like-
not very thick skinned.
I-
Just lay off this
It
whole
just it sounds
skin.
wrong, man.
Skin, just like
Just
you gotta
get rid of
find
it.
a new. We'll come up with one for you.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I like big skin, man. Big,
Big
skin.
skin. Big.
No one else likes
That's
it.
like a prison name.
Yeah.
Big. I'm big skin. Like
Yeah.
you know
don't
what I'm
fuck with
saying?
Big skin. Better
Well,
got big skin's money.
I am big skin, but I'm not gonna go by that name.
All right. And finally, a study shows that half of all women put up with discomfort during sex. For all you gifted and talented millennials, two holes right next to each other, the math checks out.
Well, not only that, it's the ow, you're on my hair. How many
Half are
times have you
gonna
heard
hate it.
that? Hey, whenever I hear that ow, you're on my hair, I always spank. And it's just-
What is try to get the timing right.
I tried to get the timing right and I botched it. Botched the 4
Well,
years
well,
I can't
welcome up.
get. Sorry, Molly, we're done. I'm out again. She's used to it. We're here on this Veterans Day Eve here with Milwaukee comedian Mark Vegas. Let's do this.
All right, that's amazing. Fine motor skills.
Woo! All right, we're gonna get into this. Oh, sitting on my shirt. All right, these are for our soldiers in here because I watched an episode of Deadliest Warrior that used to be on Sci-Fi. How good are your guys' knife fighting skills?
I have known to be American me in 1 or 2 occasions.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He's a Latino. Of course he knows how to fight with
Yeah,
a
I've seen
knife.
Blood in, Blood out. I know how it works.
Mine are very good because I learned from my brother, who is a convict and a knife fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you become a knife fighter?
Well,
You don't lose.
no offense to you, but my brother and his friends used to go to a bar that Marines used to hang out at and pick fights with them.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you keep going?
Well,
He loves that popcorn boy.
He's gotten into a few knife fights. And he told me how you hold a knife when you're fighting with a knife. Like you see that shit in the movies, that's not the way you hold a knife. You hold a knife with the blade on the outside. So when you punch, you stick and you're moving like that.
So the episode I saw was the United States Army versus the Israeli Army.
Ooh.
And these guys went to town on some pigs
Okay.
that were hanging. And I'm never going to get in a knife fight after seeing these guys.
Jews?
Or Americans.
Oh. I thought you
No.
said Israelis.
Israelis,
but
yeah.
don't say it like that. Israeli is one of the best fighting soldiers in the world.
Yeah. The Israeli Special
Good for
Forces.
them. I'm glad they have
They're
that.
fucking great.
Don't fight them with a knife.
They invented the Desert Eagle.
They invented circumcision. They're good with knives,
Yes.
man.
That's why I'm
That's crazy.
Do you believe the Charmin bear parents are abusive?
Wait, what?
The Charmin toilet paper bear parents.
Why
Because
are
they
they-
give that kid shitty toilet paper?
Because of all of the asshole inspections that has to go through.
Well,
Here
I
we
mean,
go.
if you would
I
have
got
got it
a
right the
story
first
on it.
time.
Well, here we go. Charmin Bear, asshole inspection hellscape he lives in. And they're going through all the commercials where they'll be like playing football. Here's the inspection. There's mom. He didn't do
She's got a notepad.
because they inspect it all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Every crevice, every crease.
There goes this guy. The
See,
parents
when
are.
we start analyzing cartoon commercial bears like this, there's something wrong.
And you know
They're
what?
Just,
This whole
it's just
thing
a cartoon.
Silly.
was just
It's a
made
commercial.
off that silly statement, does the bear shit in the woods? This is where it all came from.
Yeah.
And it's turned into this.
Look at this. Asshole check before you get to go to dinner. The
It's
playing
cute.
football. You know what? Asshole check that. He's snapping the football. Whoa, son.
And where's the whistle? Let's see the thing around.
Oh
his
my God,
neck.
look at that.
Oh, he's snapping the ball and he sees toilet paper all over.
Yep.
Well-
and there you go. He takes the vacuum. Get
He
your.
clearly needs the checks because he's not doing a good job.
And you know what? That bear doesn't even have an asshole. I don't see an ass. I just see an ass with toilet
Well,
paper
because it's
around
a
it.
cartoon.
I know, but it's kind of.
They'd
I-
have
I
to
would-
draw it and then blur it.
But no, what I'm saying is
That'd be
that would
wild.
that would be great.
That'd be
Asian-
fucking wild.
Asian porn. But like the people, the advertising people come up with this shit. They've taken it too far.
Well, here's a guy trying to check. He's trying to check his own asshole.
Oh
He's
my
so worried
goodness.
about his parents' wrath.
And while he's down there, he might as well try to blow himself. He's already
So
down
wait.
there.
So we can infer that like they buy the wrong toilet paper all the fucking time, but then they're like, oh, we got to get Charmin like once in a while. Sorry.
Here,
They're
this reminds
bears.
me of Molly half the time when
They're
she's shaving.
bears.
Right,
They
why-
have to steal them from campers. They can't buy you. See a
Don't
bear-
bears wipe their asses with rabbits?
Yeah, because rabbits don't get shit on
Oh,
their
shit
fur.
on their
fur, right?
That's an old joke. It's a
I love
great
that
movie.
I
joke.
don't think they worry about
Shout
wiping
out
their
to Eddie
butts.
They do against a tree, like you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Go bears.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know that bears basically eat their, like right before they hibernate, they eat a bunch of pine cones and shit and create a butt plug so they don't shit while they're sleeping all winter?
No, and, do they?
So that
sleep all
first
winter?
shit after winter is like a mother
Just pine cones?
and everything. Yeah,
do
but
they
they
not sleep at all just during the winter?
no, they sleep during the day and stuff, normal, but there's not shit to eat. So what are you gonna do? You know, they ain't got Netflix.
Do
Just
they
go to
really
bed.
do that?
Yeah, they eat all kinds of crap, pack it in.
Pine cones?
Yeah, pine cones and stuff to get a big, nice blockage. You don't want any seeping out
Wouldn't that
in your
kill
bed.
you? Wouldn't that be bad for months to have that block in your intestines?
I think if you did that as a person, yes, it
Yeah.
would probably kill you. But bears are made to be able to hibernate and
But
do
for
that.
pine
Yeah, they got that
cones?
strong black bear asshole.
Do you believe that?
Well, I don't think it's up to me to believe. It's not like it's a myth, right?
Yeah.
I kind of
When-
think.
I just have to tell you something. When Tom says shit, sometimes it's not true.
Oh yeah. That's
Well,
it.
yeah,
Now
that
I'm
makes
listening.
sense. Like, yeah, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna take that at face value. But why would
All
you
right,
lie
well,
about
let
a
me
bear's
ask
ass?
you this. Did you know that a kangaroo has 3 vaginas?
Okay, well, now on the Off the Animal Planets podcast, no, I did not.
They do. They have 3 vaginas. 2 for having sex and 1 for giving birth.
They have 3 vaginas.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 for sex.
Jesus Christ.
And then I was watching it with my son.
How do you pick which one you use?
You got a favorite.
Well,
You
my
gotta.
son said he wants the one you're not supposed to use. He goes, "That's the one I want."
Yeah, because I
Call
can't have it.
Qantas. I'm going to go to Australia.
Here we go. Things you learned today. Bear butt plugs.
I'm sorry.
Bears during winter form a butt plug.
Okay.
Known as tappin or rectal plug.
Go Bears.
Made out of
Duh,
dense
bears.
feces.
Ugh.
Yeah, they
Where's it say pine cones?
it wasn't in the class I learned it in, but let's see. Dry, hard leaves,
this in
indigestible
a class?
plants. Yeah, I learned this in college, man.
What the fuck? You guys
Tom
couldn't
went-
talk about nothing else? Like,
Tom went
hoes?
to medical school.
Couldn't talk about no bitches?
Medical school, man. We talked about bear butt plugs.
I would have been like, man, fuck this. Let's talk about football or something. Why are we learning this? Right
Sometimes
now?
you
man.
learn so much boring shit that a professor's got to throw in something cool to keep your attention. Like, hey,
Listen.
bears got butt plugs.
You're not producing this show. We are. So you come along with us. The way we going, or
Well, I was talking about him learning in class.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Dude,
trying to
that
go
med-
off the rails. Okay.
Don't worry, we'll be off.
Hey, what's the last internet rabbit hole you went down?
Alice in Wonderland?
N-
That's a
Yeah.
creative answer. I'm sorry.
Give you another one.
I'll say
Last
Norm
rabbit
McDonald,
hole?
man.
The rabbit hole with Norm McDonald? What's the rabbit hole?
Just on YouTube, just
oh,
Norm
just
McDonald, just
everything?
more and more and more Norm, man.
New Jack Swing.
What is that?
That's like all them like you ever see House Party?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Kid and Play? All that music.
Okay.
Well, I got a
New-
head like a whisk broom.
Yeah. Yeah, Robin Harris, exactly. So I did mushrooms within the week here. And I during the first hour began to have crippling anxiety because for some fucking reason we forgot that the Packer game was going on, and fuck that team because I'm a Bears fan. But we forgot that was happening, and we took the mushrooms and we started to play
If
some.
I was a Bears fan, I'd do drugs too.
Yeah, we started to play some 2K, right?
You know a fact about a bear.
Yeah.
A Bears fan.
Do they also eat pine cones after a Bears loss?
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway.
Hey. Anyways, so we forgot that the game was happening, and we were playing a basketball like video game, and wouldn't you know it, we just started hearing blood curdling screams coming from the hallway. And when I looked at him, I'm like, fuck, we got to deal with this. Why do we have to deal with this? You know what I'm saying? So we walk out into the hallway and we hear these screams, and we're like, why the fuck is she yelling? Where she's like, oh yeah. And we're like, oh, she's cheering for the fucking game. We forgot
Oh.
about that. But instantly I started to have like, that sent me into a downward spiral really fucking fast.
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
I was on the floor, gripping my chest. I feel like I was being suffocated with anxiety. It was the most horrible feeling in the world. And so my friend Bennett, he did 2 things for me. The first, he gave me an ancient Chinese secret. His words, not mine. And he gave me ginger to put in my mouth to get rid of the nausea. Secondly, he threw on House Party.
There you go.
House Party is one of my favorite movies ever because I watch it with my mama often.
Good dancing in there.
That music, Robin Harris roasting the shit out of kids, is what
And
pulled me out of
Did
the
you
void.
see like I think there's 2 or 3 of them.
I have seen 2.
All right,
I don't
and
remember
then
3.
John Witherspoon. I don't hear no goddamn public enema.
Yeah.
Boy, I paid $15,000 for this house. That dude was great.
Robin Harris, I'm pretty sure they didn't really give him any lines. They're just like, okay, walk in here and be Robin Harris.
Just be Robin
He
Harris.
walked inside the house and he's like, look at you, Jerry curl. You dripping up and down the driveway. And he was just cooking these kids that were really 35, but they were supposed to be high schoolers and shit.
And Martin Lawrence with the dragon breath.
Martin Lawrence got no hoes that whole movie. I felt bad for him. We watched that. We watched New Jack City, and I decided that I want to be Nino Brown.
Okay.
I want to be Wesley Snipes. He was a bad motherfucker, and I want to
Yeah.
be Wesley Snipes.
Well, just
Well-
stop paying your taxes. You're halfway there.
Oh,
Well, he does. He breaks the law.
Yeah, man. He went to prison for not paying his taxes.
Is he still in there?
No, he's out.
Yeah, he
Alright.
got out.
I'm about to say Blade
He
can't.
got out and created another crime like Coming to America too. That was another felony. If you ask me.
Yeah. I'm about to say
haven't
Blade's
seen it
not
yet.
allowed to be in jail, right?
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Look
You
what they
still want to be him?
look
Still-
what they do to the black man. You be Blade for 3 movies and they still put you in jail. Can't buy a
Yeah.
fucking break.
Damn.
Someone's got to pay taxes.
This is America, man.
The rabbit hole, I usually go down some conspiracy stuff. And then I got into Alec Baldwin, and he was supposedly making a documentary to expose child pedophilia in Hollywood. And then
Are you
all that
serious?
shit. Yeah, I was like, I can't even look at this stuff on my computer.
Are you
Like,
serious?
yeah, that's what I was down that rabbit hole. So
I had no idea of that.
I had no idea either, but I don't know if it's true. It was just one of them rabbit holes. Like he was doing a documentary on
You
it.
know,
Oh my fuck! I didn't give this to Will because you can't trust Army people. We go with the Marines. Here is your thank you for your service gift you get from us.
open it up.
Is
Hey,
Is it a bomb?
Thank you for your service.
It
yeah,
is
thank
not.
you. I almost
Oh,
smashed
it's
it up.
bubble
It's bubble wrap. There you go.
Have fun with
It's
your
pretty
bubble wrap.
cool.
It's
Oh,
a,
this is badass.
a
What?
rifle pen. Look at
It's a
that.
rifle pen.
Yep.
You can write upside down with that pen.
You can write upside down.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
like-
write upside down with that pen.
Don't spill your popcorn all over.
You
the
could.
set.
How's that working?
Something?
Bam! It writes upside down.
I drew a penis.
Russians
Like
don't
you
know
do.
we have that one.
They don't know we have this one.
So
I
that's.
got one
Thank
last
you very
year.
much. Thank you for your service
man.
there. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Although I'm just a reservist, I really think I
Hey,
really
man.
did this.
Hey, you're good.
No, just a reservist. You went through basic training. You got trained just like regular active duty. And at some point, if you get called up, you will be active duty.
I haven't got married at a young age though, Will. I'm fucking up as a Marine. I'm supposed to be married yesterday with 3 kids.
I got married at a young age when I was in the Army. She was in the Army too. We both got married. She
Oh.
was 19. I was
Will had to
21.
be a catch because she could have had any soldier probably, and she chose Will.
That's right.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not hard to not catch.
But
Back in those days, I could run like a mug, man. I was in great shape.
Yeah.
I feel like you were louder back
I feel
then.
like the world was black and white in those days. Just there wasn't color when Will was.
there wasn't.
Can you imagine a young Willie K walking up to you? He has his
Willie
southern
K.
he has his southern drawl coming up to you, real molasses Mike. Hey, little mama, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, hey, chicken baby.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, what are some good old
Were
guy
you
pickup
This
lines?
girl was in my unit, and
I can
we
drive
went to
at night.
we had a pool on the base, and she came out in a swimming suit. Whoo! I was gone ever since I
Oh,
saw her.
you're about to chicken noodle and her by you.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. She was something else back in the day, man. Whoo!
Yep,
And now look at you.
yep. Too bad
Now
you
look
couldn't
at
hang
what
on
I
to her,
was.
man.
I think it was for the best. We went our separate ways. We're still very good friends. She's been on the show.
Yeah, she's been great.
That's swag.
Yeah,
She's also been known as the plaintiff.
man.
All right, what do you think you and your
I've been known as the
generation?
assailant.
What do you think you and your generation are going to be known for ruining?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, I'm 22, so does that mean I'm Gen Z or?
Yeah,
I
what is
think
that?
so,
Do
yeah.
you know what you are?
Gen Z,
I don't
maybe.
fucking-
Gen Z?
Well, technically, like they change it every year. So like
Yeah.
I could either be the youngest millennial
Mhm.
or
I
like
don't think
like
you're a millennial.
like right in the
Gen
middle
Z.
of like right at the tail end of Gen Z.
There's Gen X and there's Gen Z, right?
I don't
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
I heard
I
of
fit in
Gen-
the millennial.
I thought
either.
Gen X was like hand in hand with you guys.
Did you know I'm also a millennial?
No,
Hell yeah.
two millennials put together.
Well,
I'm
if
a
I
baby boomer.
to answer your question, if I were to think like real long and hard about what our generation's gonna ruin,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be the ability to socialize pretty normally. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I think that pandemic fucked a lot of shit up in terms of people being able to socialize with each other.
Mhm.
A lot of people just wanted to live on their phones and they got a year to do it. And now you can't have a conversation with nobody in the elevator anymore without it being weird. Like I come from a place in the time at least like where I grew up in Chicago where like you weren't supposed to lock eyes with anybody, but it's okay to say hello to someone on the street and be
Yeah.
active. It's not cool to be an extrovert anymore. It's not cool to be loud, say fuck. You know what I'm saying? At least
Really?
where I'm at. Nah,
Wow.
school is hard to talk to people, man. Unless people would be like it'd be 7 people deep around a table, but everybody be on their phones in a group chat. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like you can't go nowhere without being on your
Really?
phone. Yeah, it's wholeheartedly not living in the moment. Something didn't happen unless you took a picture to make sure you could look back at it. You know what I'm saying? If
And
you
you're
had
missing what's going on around you.
and if you're
as
at a
it's happening.
concert, you take a video so people know you're there rather than you
Right,
you were
and
there.
enjoying the concert.
It's super weird. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not like I'm not trying to be, old man about it, but because I be on my phone too. But sometimes it's super infuriating when like you can't have it's a lot harder to have that natural meeting with somebody. You have to Snapchat 3 or 4 people. Hey, who's your girly friend? Let me come talk to her. Okay, I'll give you her Snapchat. And now I'm private messaging somebody. That's just bullshit. I want to meet old girl at the coffee shop. I want to have a natural connection with somebody. That's partially why I love the comedians so much, because like none of us are really ever on our phones. We all talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? There's always something to talk
I
about.
see a lot of people on their phone, but we do talk to one another and we kind of see how we're doing. I mean, I enjoy that aspect of it as well.
Yeah, that also too. I think
as long as we're not yelling at people, I don't like that.
I'd be yelling like that. And if I would like a next runner up for things we're gonna ruin is probably attention spans. Like things that we pay attention to is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. That take like
Baseball's done.
Yeah, baseball is fucking done. Baseball used to be the shit because like it really was some mindless shit. You would like you could chill and watch baseball. It's good background noise. It's a sport. Something's happening. You know what I'm saying? You can't watch that no more. You can't pay attention to it.
People are used to their 60-second TikToks.
The TikToks, Vine was even worse because it was only 7 seconds long. And think about it. You are spending 2, 3, 4 hours on your phone watching 7-second videos. Like
and passing them up 3 seconds in because it's not getting to the
people
point.
are like, yo, those videos are influential and they had a cultural impact. Yes, but for someone like me who's trying to be a movie maker or a filmmaker, trying to make feature-length films, nobody's gonna pay attention to my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
I didn't know that about you.
What, be a filmmaker?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the greatest filmmaker ever.
What the hell? Why didn't you
Man.
tell me? We're
I had no idea.
assistant directors of Twisted Dreams.
kind of
Film
genre?
Festival.
So I don't have a genre specifically tied to what I want to make. I guess it kind of be an adventure film. My magnum opus is called Boom Bap. Boom Bap is a story of rhythm within us all. I think that there is a rhythm that carries within everybody, and the best way I could put it is like, you ever watch Tom and Jerry?
Yeah.
So Tom and Jerry did not have dialogue for the most part, except for like maybe the old black lady that used to hit Tom. Right. But every single time Tom and Jerry did something, whatever they did was personified by a live studio orchestra, right? There was music within everything they did. There were cymbals, claps, and bounds.
Yeah.
So you take that idea, and I think everybody lives to that. I think everybody walks to a song. There's a soundtrack to every single thing we do. To further prove my point, when you're in a car, right? Back in, I don't know, when were you a teenager? 90s?
90s, yeah.
Yeah. So you take that. You guys were in the car. Nobody had like aux cord, basically. You guys had cassette tapes, CDs, right? The whole 9 yards. But occasionally on the radio,
I had 8 tracks.
Yeah, occasionally on the radio, some song would come up, and the person in the passenger side will crank that shit to 100. You guys will roll your windows out, and you're pointing, you're cursing at other people at stoplights, you're yelling, and you're singing the song like somebody's watching, but nobody ever really is. Nobody cares that's what you're doing, but you're living in the moment. You're playing to this rhythm I think we all have, and that's what Boom Bap's supposed to be about.
There you go.
That
Wow.
sounds
That's
awesome,
awesome.
dude.
Is it finished? Is it available to watch somewhere? Or?
Yeah.
No, I
Just an
have the
idea.
I have the screenplay like
Okay.
halfway done, and that is a movie like that's what I want to make.
That sounds
That
awesome.
is one of like 5. Like I want to make 5 movies off the top of my head. That right now I'm ready, not ready to
Let's
make,
start crowdfunding.
but that's the journey I want. That's where I want my journey to end up. That's what I want to make, because there's two reasons why I want to make movies. Number one, because I fucking can.
Yeah.
I told myself at a very young age, which was, I don't know what's young to you guys, but like my sophomore year in high school.
Your age now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sophomore year in high school, I just decided, I'm like, why can I not make movies? Why not me? And the second reason is, why not anybody else? If I can fucking do it, if I could be the blueprint, because I don't know no movie makers. I don't know no big shot directors. I don't know anybody that's trying to do it how I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. So essentially, it's kind of like Pharrell said, you could do it too. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
we know some movie makers.
We
We've
do.
had some movie makers guest on this show.
I know, man.
Cactus Jack was all shot on an iPhone.
It was
Yep.
shot on an iPhone.
Most
Cactus
of it.
Jack,
Won the festival.
He's a former. He won the festival. He's a former comic from Milwaukee.
Michael
Cactus,
Go.
Wait, Cactus Jack.
No,
that
that's
reminds
not
me
the-
of Travis
that's not-
Scott.
No.
No.
Travis Scott calls himself Cactus Jack as well.
And there was
No.
also a movie
So is McFoley, right?
with
I think so.
Kangaroo. Named
Oh, Cactus Jack, like a Paul Hogan.
It was that kind of thing. But no, seriously. So maybe at some point
Yeah,
we can introduce you to some people.
definitely. They should come
Are you
Sunday
taking that
to.
UWM? Are you taking film? Or anything
Yeah, I
there?
am taking film. I'm a-
Okay. Who is the director of The
Jason
Field?
Thornton or them Thornton. Oh,
The Thornton
Tim.
brothers.
That was Mark Thorch. No, I don't know the field. Off the top
I'm
of my
not
head.
sure.
Yeah, but we do know some directors, and they might and take those classes, man, because
Come
what
to
the field. That guy's an instructor or a professor at UWM. They made a movie, and they cast Mark Metcalf, we do movies with Mark, and then another dude, Tim Higgins, who's an improv guy from Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
He did a film project with a guy who was doing it for his college class, and the director saw it, the professor who was the director, and offered him the job, and he starred in this movie, man. So like you can find out about that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, do that. do that.
I like for pretty obvious reasons that I stated before the podcast. It might be a second before I get back to all
right,
of that.
right.
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
No,
No
But,
problem. But if
but,
you're not doing anything Sunday, come down to the Avalon Theater in Milwaukee. We're going to be
Yeah.
having a costume contest. Doors open at 7:30. It will be Danny Villanueva Jr.'s first feature premiere
yes,
of
I
I
Dream
Dream of a
of a Psycho
Psychopomp,
Guy.
and we
That
can
guy.
get you. Yeah, he's from Chicago.
Maybe
Danny
he could-
Villanueva
he could
Jr.
introduce him.
I could introduce
It-
you if you come down to the Avalon
Go down
Sunday
there,
night,
man.
tomorrow
Go
night.
down there.
We will. It sounds like a really good feature film. The concept of
Yep.
it sounds really, really cool.
And where's the Avalon located? It's on
What's-
KK, huh?
What time?
The movie's at 9:30. We're gonna have costume contest and a party
Doors
at
open at
7:30.
7:30.
Oh yeah.
Hang in there, meet
Make a
everybody.
costume
We'll
contest.
introduce you to all the filmmakers and
For sure, why
everything.
not?
Dress up. It'd
There
be
you
a
go.
great,
There you go.
great time.
Tell him your ideas. See what he has to say about it, man. Look, we want
As
to
long
help
as we're doing some.
promote you getting into something like that. I had no idea. I thought you had an interest. I know you have stand up. I didn't know anything about the filmmaking.
Oh, the filmmaking was my first love.
Okay.
That's what I've wanted to do for the longest time. I want that as bad as I want to sleep, as bad as I want to eat, as bad as I want to breathe.
I can
I
feel
want
that
that.
from across the room.
Yeah,
You've
I
got
want-
some major passion over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
see
sincerely
it.
like. I want to put the knife and fork down. I want to eat with my
Come
hands
on
when it
in. We'll
comes to
hook
that.
you up with some
But
Go
big
down
wigs
there.
down there.
yeah,
Go
but,
down there
but when it
tomorrow.
comes to comedy though, I did not see that coming. I can honestly say in earnest, like, I didn't expect to love something like this that fast. It's almost like I'm infatuated with the whole thing. Like I feel so comfortable with it, and it's become so tied to my everyday living. Like I'm like, I gotta write today. I gotta go to Hino. I gotta go to Bremen. Gotta go see Willie K. Go. What do we do today? You know what I'm saying? Like I have
Go
passed
to
up.
the improv mic like you did on Thursday.
Gotta see
you
Will.
got called up.
Mike
I didn't.
Beetle.
I was the first person there. I don't even get that.
I know. I felt good.
Yeah,
I still
felt
kind of.
good.
I still kind of ate shit a little bit though. I'm not
Well,
gonna lie.
You're still a little green.
Yeah, or a little brown.
Are you an asshole if you request a child-free party?
No,
No.
absolutely
at
not.
all.
My mom did the same thing for my sister's quinceañera. So, and you would think for a 15-year-old birthday party that there would be kids there, but my mom specifically said, "Keep your fucking kids at home. We don't
Yeah.
want these little dorks running around and breaking shit." That's
Right.
lame.
No, I agree. And besides, you're kind of welcoming her into being a young lady. So then you have people her age and adults there.
That's
That's her
what I'm
first.
saying.
What's the
adult
cutoff
party.
at a quinceanera though for kids? 11, 12, 13,
my
mature?
Mom, my mom specifically, like to my memory, it was everybody that was my sister's age, so everybody that was in high school with her. But past that, like
That's it.
nobody was allowed to bring they like kids, like
Oh, high school,
everything
yeah.
like 10 under. If your kid couldn't behave on his own and you had to beat him, you know what I'm saying? You weren't allowed to bring him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Breaking shit.
had a
No,
hit-
I agree with you.
Yeah, because the whole idea is like the kids gonna like if everybody gets the memo that nobody's supposed to bring kids, and for some reason you bring a 4-year-old, that kid's gonna lose his mind because he's gonna have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna. Well, what do
Everybody-
you do at the door? Are you just like get that fucking thing out of here.
Everybody understood. No, everybody understood because it was literally on the invitation. My mom's like,
Yeah,
"Listen, leave
But
here."
if somebody shows up with
Well,
one,
you
gotta
have a
bounce.
Marine
Yeah.
as the bouncer at the front
Bouncer.
door. Say, you can't come in.
We're shooting a movie rated R.
You
Get
can't
that
come
fucking
in.
thing out of
You
here.
can't come in. Get
Yep.
that thing out of here. That's a little harsh, don't you think?
That
No
fucking
children. Little snot nose.
That nose little.
Nah,
fucking
because
thing.
it's kind of like being in the bar and being 21 and up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you don't have like not like can an 18-year-old drink? Yes, but can they handle like the responsibility of having to deal with all that liquor? Some 21-year-olds can't. But you know what I'm saying? You see
Some
someone,
35-year-olds can't.
yeah, but at the same, yeah, exactly. It's like it's a responsibility, and you don't want to have to fucking deal with these little dorks. Like you know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
she had a good quinceañera then.
Oh, she had it was probably one of the most perfect days of my memory.
Nice.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
Like that.
Kudos to Mama. Going out to Mama, man. Putting together a nice party.
She had planned it for 2 years. We went through the pandemic like a ship among the sea, and she came out on the other side like a fucking champion. She
Nice.
planned that like it was Hitler's downfall.
And
and
everybody's
shit.
probably happy to get out and finally go somewhere nice. You
Oh,
know?
it was so perfect. Everything about the night was pristine. I don't even think anything went wrong.
Man,
That's
I
awesome.
want to go to a quinceanera now.
Come on, do you have a daughter? Is this an old dude going to a quinceañera?
Hey, I
No,
didn't
bro.
bring kids.
That's
Let me
worse-
in. What the
That's
fuck?
worse than a kid.
37. I'm not a kid.
I also got to dance with my godparents. So my godparents,
nice.
they're intensely in love with each other. They've
Oh,
been in my
nice.
life. They were the ones who baptized me, the whole 9 yards, and every single place that they can be, they always have danced, and I admire that. Like I wholeheartedly think that's the most badass shit ever. No matter what, from as long as I can remember, since I was like 3 years old, since I could first have a memory, they've been dancing together. No matter what, get up and bust that dance floor's ass.
Aw.
And this quinceañera, I caught them because I got to dance with somebody, and we busted their ass. It was really nice.
Nice.
I don't think they gave me the trophy though.
I don't even know my godparents. So.
Well, way to bring it down, man.
No, I didn't get that. I wish. I mean, I am a godparent. I've got 2 goddaughters, but I never got to know them because we lived in New York, and when we moved to New Orleans, I asked my mom, "Who's my godparent?" She goes, "I don't remember." I'm like, "But
Yeah, she
were they
does.
friends of yours or whatever?" She goes, "I don't know. You know, I
I
can't
don't know
remember."
who mine were either.
You see, that's
What?
shitty.
That's weird.
I would come on.
I don't know if I have. I don't know.
My goddaughter, the oldest one, she's got kids of her own, and then the other one just
One
got
of
out
my
of college.
goddaughter's got kids too.
Yeah.
I look forward to being a godfather just so I could be like Michael Corleone in the first movie and shit. Do you, Michael,
need a
take
fake-
these kids under the guise of life, and then like 5 people gonna get murdered and shit. Well, I'm looking,
do
my
you
hair's all
know-
slicked back.
When that kid was being baptized, that was actually not a boy but a girl. It was Frances
Wow.
Ford Coppola's daughter, who is now a director herself.
Shout out to Francis Ford Coppola Jr. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or
Shout out, buddy.
Francesca.
Take it easy.
Francesca Ford Coppola. What's her name?
I don't know.
I don't know. Shout out to her.
We'll give you another one. There we go. And shout out to Will because
The hard part is about that long, and it's along the side. It will go away, or they'll have to drain it. I didn't have to drain it, thank God.
how long you lasting in the woods? Boom, this is a
Oh,
good
you
one.
should
Me?
be able to
Yeah.
survive for
We got a
while.
story with
I'd
this one.
survive as long as I have to.
You gain weight.
I would survive as long as I'd have to. I know how to survive in the woods.
Yeah?
Like I've been trained, like I've trained in the woods when it's like -5 degrees. I know how to bust moves. It depends on what you drop me off with. If I'm butt naked, I won't like that. But I'll find my way out of the woods.
Yeah.
But and also if there's supernatural entities at hand, because you're not allowed to say you believe in ghosts. You just don't know that if they exist or not. All right. To say
Tom and Molly's house was haunted by ghosts.
I was hoping that this place wasn't haunted at all.
Yeah.
I went into the
it is.
bathroom and then something whispered as I farted. It was really crazy.
This place is really old, and
We've
yeah.
had paranormal investigators in here.
There's a
What?
plaque out there
Yeah.
with how many? 6 people who died in World War II that were students in this.
Yep.
They might have been whispering to you.
I'm
saying,
sure you
"Take
wouldn't.
care, Marine."
The thing is like I'm not
Here we go.
I'm not afraid of ghosts because like I'm protected. I know I am. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So a hiker was lost for 24 hours, ignored phone calls because they didn't recognize the number. Well, they're lost.
You see, that's some real stupid
Fucking
energy. You know what I'm
scam.
saying? Like, there's things you get. Like, yeah, I have a basic like navigation system in my head. You know what I'm saying? I know some land nav at a basic level.
Yeah, you
But
pretty
if you
much
getting
can
phone
always
calls,
point the north.
yeah, if you getting phone calls, bro, and like
You're
not
still lost.
Like
You're
How
not
far
answering.
out was he?
How
He's
do you
got
have
bars
signal?
still?
Yeah, you
He's
got
still
signal.
getting a call.
If you're getting
He could make a call.
if
out.
you've got signal to get phone calls,
You
you've
can
got
make a call,
GPS.
right?
You have no excuse to be lost.
Did you know that you could still make phone calls to 911 even though you don't have service?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even if it says no service on your phone, you can
Yep.
still call 911.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like the movies are bullshit. You can still call people. It's
But
because
Tom,
it's attached to
don't
the
do it just to find out because you'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
You'll probably get beaten with a nightstick.
I don't know. What if there's a possibility that I'm wrong and some person listening is like, oh fuck, you know?
No, but I've heard that as well.
They probably have a special, yeah.
Special, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
How would your enemy describe you?
Short and underestimated.
There you go.
He got a low center of gravity, man. He comes at you, man.
My
With-
enemy would describe me as obnoxious. I talk too much, and I can never do anything right. But fuck him, you know what I'm saying?
You know, those are some
like
things
that.
Fuck
that
your
I said
enemy.
to him. Are we enemy?
No.
didn't
I
know
didn't
it.
say you could never do anything right, but I did say you talk too much, and I did say you're obnoxious. I did say that.
That
Bill
comes
told
with
me
being
I-
22, man. He's supposed
No,
to.
exactly. Let me tell you something about him. That was my first impression of him. But
Okay.
he fucking grows on you, man. I love this guy.
Yeah.
He does. He grows on you. And then you see that he's a Marine and he loves his country and that kind of shit. I bond with that because I'm a soldier myself for 10 years, active duty. So, and then
That
you
was the
love-
awkwardest.
There is no handshake in the military, obviously.
Oh, shit. We used to do all that shit. Oh, we got plenty of that. That
You
dap.
two didn't.
No, I know it was awkward, but like there were people that
I'm
I was
going
in
to edit
army
that
with.
out before the other person.
There were some people I was in the army with were in Vietnam, and they showed me some of that Vietnam shit, man.
There's some bad motherfuckers.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vietnam, guys.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I used to deliver pizzas and shit. I would always end up at like the vet's home, and I would just tell my boss I was getting lost and just sit in the circle of the vets and just watch it, just hear him tell stories. There's some bad motherfuckers.
You
Yeah.
delivered pizzas and shit?
Yes,
What kind of shit?
mine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what's the secret order that I got to call that place if I want a amount of weed?
You gotta order the German scat special.
German scans.
That sounds awful.
Hell
That's
yeah,
all right. When you get candy corn, do you eat candy corn?
I do.
How do you eat it? And I got a story that goes, people eat it differently. Will, I know you and I eat it the
don't-
same.
I don't know. I didn't know that there was different ways to eat it. I thought you just kind of pop them in.
I bet you some people
Do you
eat the
like
layers
start with the
separately.
white
Piece
head.
off? Yeah, you bite a piece
Eat
off.
the
you do
whole
it like
piece
that?
or
No,
start
yeah.
with the yellow stem.
I eat the whole thing. Like
You're in
listen.
the 52.
I've never minded candy corn. The only thing that sucks is if you eat 5 of them, teeth start to fucking hurt.
They hurt. They do. That's like eating
Really?
those,
Yeah.
those honey buns too. That's
Yes.
another thing. Make your teeth start hurt.
No,
Where's the
mine don't.
percentage for I don't fuck with candy corn because it's gross?
No.
Molly, language.
I like the white part
We
first.
got a young man here.
I don't know Cuss Woods.
Have you seen the candy corn brats?
No.
candy corn rods?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
What?
While he's pulling that up, I just saw the most nauseating thing. A buddy of mine shared a
I'm gonna take
picture.
these off.
My buddy of mine shared a picture of some black hot dogs for Halloween.
Uh-huh.
They were
Black
Halloweeners, but they were black licorice flavored.
That's disgusting. And I love brats. Like, believe me, I go to the Milwaukee Brat House pretty much every 2 weeks because, like, I'm a
They are
fat boy
good.
by heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work out enough to fend off whatever I need to. But
There we
man,
go.
do I love the sausage culture?
Look,
Yeah.
Candy
Candy
corn,
corn.
brats.
Look at that.
What the fuck is wrong with people? You see,
I
But
don't
you
know.
know,
It'll be
candy
good.
corn is just sugar.
It
So
just
when
give a
you
little
when you
sweetness to
grill
it.
that, it
Yeah.
probably just dissolves like in.
And
into
make
the
yeah, I
sweet.
could see that. I like
It's like maple syrup.
yeah,
Probably.
pause, but like I like sweet meat. You know what I'm saying? You ever
Pork?
you ever
Like-
put a little bit of sugar on your ground beef in spaghetti?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
why
like
not?
Lowry's, like the Lowry's powder, it's a sweeter powder.
Well,
Lowry's
also,
makes
like
me
when you said
shit
pork,
all
when I
over.
would make a pork roast, I would put yams, the canned kind,
Yeah.
in there, and then use that juice to put over to go in with the pork and the garlic.
Guys are making
and-
me hungry.
I know. I use
Yeah,
a spray
I'm
bottle
hungry
of
as hell.
apple juice on my ribs.
Yeah, that's how I think savory is the best flavor to have. Savory foods, I like that. That's the top one for me. If a food,
Mm.
especially like a gumbo, or like, because my girlfriend, she was ex-girlfriend, she was an excellent cook, and she had found out I had never had jambalaya and gumbo before, but she
Oh
just made
yeah,
it for the
man, I
one.
could make that.
She
I'd
made it
make
for the
that.
one time. Oh my lord, it was the best thing I'd ever tasted in my life. Like, I was smelling it.
Did
You
it
know
have
what I'm saying?
seafood in it?
Yes, it had
Okay.
shrimp.
Shrimp?
It had
You
sausage.
got the
And
shrimp
ha-
in it?
and chicken.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have crab in it too.
Did it have crab in it?
I don't know. I don't know why.
He's describing it to me. I'm like, yeah,
Keep
it
going.
did.
If it had potatoes, I'm gonna finish.
Why does this show turn into food porn so
We
often?
always
Because it
do that.
does.
It does. We do.
Because
But,
I'm
Well, let's
hungry.
see.
I'm from
We're
New Orleans. I
48
make
minutes
all that
in.
stuff.
What did we do 10 minutes before the show? It's kicking in about the time. We should be hungry. I think we're right on schedule.
We're right on schedule, Molly. What time is it?
Who cares?
Are you okay?
What are we doing December 11th?
December 11th, we have a show benefiting boys and
Big Brothers,
Big
Big
Brothers and Big
Sisters
Sisters
of Ozaki
of
County.
Ozaki County, and it'll be at the Ozaki Nonprofit Center. And our headliner is Chris Barnes,
Mhm.
and we will also have Mike Coben.
Ooh,
And
Mike
we're gonna
Coben's the
have
shit.
Nathan Clemens do a short set with us.
Oh.
And then we're also gonna have myself and
No,
Dana
man.
Ehrman.
Dana
It's gonna be
Ehrman.
good.
Dana Ehrman.
Dana
Yes.
Ehrman.
Gonna be a good show.
I met
Be a
Dana
great
only once, and she was such a sweetheart.
She was
She's very
Thursday
sweet.
night. She was sitting next to me.
Hey,
at
we
the-
got
at the
Matt-
mic.
I said hello, but like
She's a sweetheart. Yeah.
I spoke to her at
Have you ever seen her perform?
yes,
Yes, it's
yeah,
good.
I saw her at Laughing Tap, and I also spoke to her at the Voyager the last time I was
She's
there.
gonna be there. So if
That's
you
our
get
girl.
a VIP table, we got
Yes.
Mequon Pizza Company is nice
Ma-
enough to
and-
donate
hey.
again. Let me tell you about their pizzas,
That
man.
pizza's great.
It's really good.
Holy crap, was that pizza
Woo!
good?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And we're having Brandy from Event Boost. If you guys ever have an event and you want a ball busting, kick ass chick to work for you,
She's great.
Brandy at Event
I don't
Boost.
want to get my balls busted.
Too bad.
No, she'll do it for you. Like, not to you.
Oh, okay. She'll
She'll
do it.
do it
She'll
for you.
bust balls
Right.
On
my
your behalf.
Yes.
There we
She's
go.
a ball.
Okay.
How would you
okay.
if you need a ball buster? I said it right. It's just
Yeah.
people
I
think
took it the wrong way,
if
yeah.
you need your balls busted, I guess you can hire her too.
Go
for
grab
sure.
your
I mean,
fucking shine box. Oh.
She does a great
Get your
job.
fucking
hey, it
shine
costs
bust.
about
I just
$1,500.
busted your balls, Tommy. What?
Got me that one. It costs $1,500 a year to sponsor a kid. They got about 60 kids on the wait list, so we're
Yeah.
gonna donate some money.
Look, that's a great thing to have two big brothers and big
Yeah.
sisters. You know,
Yes.
I am the youngest in my family. I have big brothers and big sisters.
Oh,
They all treated me like shit.
this is just Will's
I know.
therapy
I
session.
know.
Of
I
all the
had-
depression. I never met my godparents. My sisters and brothers kicked my
They
ass.
beat
I'm-
my ass.
Yeah, I'm technically the middle child, I think.
Oh God, that explains a lot.
Well, I have two older brothers and one younger sister,
Okay.
and my
You
my
share
younger
the middle.
sister. My brothers are polar opposite of each other. Like
In the
my
25 to 50%.
yeah.
Do they
my,
beat your ass when you were a kid?
my brother Hector did, but not my brother Isaac. My brother Isaac was a recluse, super quiet
You
cat.
said Hector or Hector?
Hector.
Hector.
No, I
Well,
know what his name
Hector.
sound like.
The ancient silent man. It's Hector.
No, it's not.
Like Hector of
Don't
Troy.
tell him what his
Brother's
brother's
name.
name is. What is wrong with
Hector.
you?
Yo, what the fuck's wrong?
Yeah,
Nina,
but-
don't you know how to speak a Spanish?
No, I'm not.
Not
I'm,
like that.
I'm not one of these little Columbia fight Hector. Like
Hector.
No, it makes it sound Romanian. Hector,
Hector.
come here, Hector.
Hector and Isaac,
No,
huh?
Hector,
Shout out to Hector and Isaac.
Hector
man.
just he didn't like beat my ass, but it was more like brotherly love. You know what I
I
mean?
got
Yeah.
my ass beat.
It's the older brother roughhousing because he's technically 10 years older than me.
Oh, that's two. I had one 10 years older. He broke my ribs.
Yeah, he fucked me up. But my brother Isaac was the recluse. He didn't. Me and Isaac didn't have a conversation until I was 12 years old. Like,
And what was that conversation
What?
about?
he's
Did he
like,
just tell you to shut up?
yeah, basically. I like,
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up all these years.
yeah.
I've been
Waiting
listening to
for
your
you
shit
to-
for 12 years. Shut the fuck up, man.
I've been waiting for you to say something.
That's
That's the
just
first time he could get a word in edgewise on
with
this.
this guy.
yeah. It's just so like it was so hard for me to talk. Like I felt like I wasn't even worthy to talk to Isaac for fucking years, just because he just had this mystique about him, and just like nah.
Because you named
man,
him Isaac.
shit.
That's
How
a
much older
mysterious
is he than
name.
you?
Isaac, he's 6 years old.
6 years.
Yeah.
Man, I had a brother 10 years,
Er.
one 6 years too. And they beat the shit out of me.
I'm 10 years.
14.
Sorry for your loss.
I'm 10 years older than my brother,
they're
and I
gone
painted
now,
his
so I
nails
gotta
and
let go of
dressed
that
him
shit,
up.
They
I
did.
don't know.
Why am I still holding that shit
See,
if they did?
You needed a 10-year older than your sister. She just would have painted your nails and dressed you up like I did to my brother.
It would have been nice. It would have been
My
nice.
sisters whooped my ass too.
I like being an older brother to my sister though.
Yeah,
like
you-
that's the fun because
And
she's
how does Hector treat her?
like a princess.
Right. And your other brother Isaac?
Well, the thing is, yeah, they
Good.
treat Lucy
Good.
in the highest esteem because my mom was super protective of my sister to a point we couldn't even roughhouse with Lucy because my mom said you do not put hands on your sister.
Yeah,
You don't
of
let.
course.
And Lucy was taught from a minute age, even ever since she could think, that not a single person in this world is supposed to put their hands on you or disrespect you. And that didn't start with her, but like her brothers weren't allowed to do it. Like Lucy did some shit, she would always get away with it. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's
She's a
just how.
baby.
Yeah, she's the baby. She's Lucy Bell. So she just got away with everything. So we couldn't put a hand on her or nothing. We would just punch the fucking wall in agony. Like, God damn it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You didn't
I
even
would
set
never
up
tell
like
on my
booby traps or
sisters. They were
something?
tattletales, man. They would tell on
yes.
me. I never told on my sisters.
Like my sister would look at me in my face like, I could tell mine, she'll believe me. I'm like, oh yeah, say it in Spanish. Motherfucker.
She speaks Spanish at all?
She speaks probably better Spanish than me.
All right.
So does Isaac and Hector. Isaac, like
You don't speak much anyway.
well, Isaac, no, now me and Isaac are closer than ever. Like, yeah, like that's my brother. Like I idolize that man. But like, see, he's still like the man picks and chooses his words. He's not like me who just I write a lot, and even if I wrote as much as I did, even if I wrote double of what I write now, I still feel like I would have a lot to say. Like,
You got plenty to say.
yeah, I don't shut up. It sucks.
That's cool. It's all right, man. I'm used to it.
I know.
That's why we have you here, so you can say what you need to say.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
We're not going to bring you on the show and tell you to shut up, man. Do you say your thing?
That's
You
what,
can
that's
if you
what your
want
brother
to.
did.
Yeah.
We just told Molly to shut up. Look, she was
Mm.
about to say something. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't.
Well, shut up, Molly.
Well, where can everybody follow you? Instagram, Facebook?
I
Mark
go.
Vegas?
Yeah, it's basically just Mark Vegas _ on Instagram.
There you go.
I would have gone by my God given name, but
Mark
unfortunately,
Vegas sounds cool.
Mark Vegas is cool. You want to know how I got that name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's hear that.
I got Mark Vegas not by my own volition. I went to a open mic and I put my actual name down, Marco Griego Duarte, and the host could not pronounce that shit. Like he looked at the paper and I look, he had worry in his face. He came up to me twice and he's like, "How do I say it?" I'm like, Marco Griego Duarte. Marco Griego Duarte. Marco Griego. That's all you gotta say,
Marco
man.
Griego Duarte.
That's all you have to say, man. And he looked at it and he's like, oh, okay, fuck this. Mark Vegas, bring it to the stage.
And it stuck.
I
Yeah.
never got rid of it because now everybody started to call me Vegas. I was like, you know what? Whatever.
I like that. My
Have you
friends
ever
call
been?
me Big
Have
Skin.
you ever been to Vegas?
They do
I
not.
was supposed to go and
No, nobody calls you Big Skin, bro.
No,
Just
my-
you. You call yourself Big Skin.
If I ever do the
Listen,
open mic, just
Let
call
us
Big
know
Skin. I'll come
if
up.
you
on
think
stage.
that he should stick with Big Skin.
No one's gonna say
No
yes.
one's gonna go with that. Marco, what do you think?
I personally could pass on the name.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call you Mr.
You don't
Skin.
get to pick your own
Mr. Skin, no, that's already somebody else.
Mr. Skin. Yeah,
Mr.
that's where you
Skin's got
look
a
for
website.
actresses' boobs.
Nudity, yeah. I hear
MrSkin.com.
that guy made a lot of money doing that.
That he did.
He's very rich.
I don't know. I have got a lot of nicknames in such a short time. I go.
Did you see Molly's picture, Mr. Skin? She's got a
What?
picture
What?
there.
Are you talking
Whoa.
about?
Come on, Molly. Come on. Don't try to act innocent.
Don't be coy.
Yeah, she's being coy.
Yep, she's in one of my movies.
She's also has an Only page, right?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. Hope you like feet that could
Yeah, she just shows her talents.
crack a coconut open with.
What?
They're full of. This is where they're full of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the part where I shouldn't believe them?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Uh-huh.
can't believe it.
What?
No.
OnlyFans is amazing. I'm happy for those women that got to buy cars and
They
shit.
almost got it taken away.
No, and then they fucking learn. Money talks. You know
Right.
what
Yeah,
I'm
There's
saying?
a
we're
lot of
Yeah.
female comics that are like has OnlyFans and they're not telling jokes.
Please tell
No.
us who.
Uh,
None in this
Please say
area.
names.
Yeah, there
Well,
are.
who was the host that gave you the name Mark Vegas?
Andy Bolton.
Andy Bolton.
Andy Bolton.
Shout out to Andy.
Yeah.
Sunday night open mic at Rounded Third.
Rounding third, yeah. I don't know if he's there. Is he there on Thursdays?
I
Rounded Third?
think that's run by no, I don't think he's there on Thursday. I think it's I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah, but he bestowed upon me Mark Vegas, and then I started just walk around with that. And then I came up with Young Country Buffet as another, like that one was mine. Because there's Old Country Buffet, I'm Young Country Buffet because I got something for everybody.
That's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
bad. That's not
I
bad.
like that.
That only lasts for a while though.
Well, being young,
Yeah.
I could just die at 27 like James Dean.
That
Oh,
would
let's
be.
hope
I
not.
was so pissed at 28
He was mad on his 28th birthday.
Why? What'd you
He
do?
legit
because I'm
was.
not cool.
He's
I'm
like,
not
now I
the
can never
legend.
be the cool kids club.
And
you
now
know,
he's
the
The
Legends
27
Club.
club. You know,
Now he's 38.
I'm
Whoa.
37.
You're 37? Yeah. What was 9/11 like?
No.
I was.
I was in high school.
I was
I was at work.
at my quinceanera.
Fuck! Holy fuck!
I was 15 in.
I was alive when Kennedy
High
got
school.
shot, man.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah.
Kennedy really got shot.
John F. Kennedy got
I'm
shot.
fucking with you. Yes, I know.
Wait, no, that was 67.
64,
Whoa.
I think. 63, November 63.
Yeah, he's old.
Molly, where's my girl? What should they do with this if they're having
Like
fun or
and share.
share? Molly, did you do the reads like I said? The print out your thing?
Did I? You told me to print out my thing. I did not.
Okay. you
But go to offtherailstm.com.
Woo.
Check out our Amazon link. Go do all your Amazon shopping for Christmas right now because you should jump on that and use our link. And we'll give
I'm
a little
going to
bit
do
of a
that too. Any
kickback.
shopping, Christmas shopping I do for my grandkids
Why
and my kids.
Are you doing that?
I've
am
never used it
going to
before.
Go through our link.
And use
use
use our
it.
link for Christmas
So
shopping.
we'll get a little kickback. So
Yep.
please
And
do
then
that.
also, I mean, guys, go to our website. The event is pinned to the top of our site. Go get some tickets for this comedy show because it's going to be great and it supports a great cause
And if we have a great show, then maybe we'll be doing it every other month for a year. So
for different causes every time.
different causes
Yeah.
every
I
time.
need to start shows.
And
Yeah.
Mark, thank you for your service.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark. And remember, universe,
We're
we're not good enough.